guys, I'm Renee. I'm an epilepsy warrior from WA. Today we're going to talk about tips for helping you talk with your neurologist. One of the most important things when talking with your neurologist is to be 100% honest. I know sometimes it's a little bit hard to admit that you've done something naughty, you've had a couple of glasses of wine with your tablets and that may have caused you to have a seizure, or you haven't stuck to taking your tablets the exact way they told you to, but the only way he can help you or she can help you with your epilepsy is being completely honest. Telling him diet, if you have taken drugs, which is definitely a big no-no, but these things you have to be completely candid with. Energy drinks, my neurologist has told me it's a big no-no. I don't drink them at all. You have to tell him absolutely everything that you are eating that could cause you to have seizures, could cause your medication not to be working properly. Also, I find writing a list, because I always forget something when I go to see my neurologist. I only see my neurologist once a year because my seizures are well controlled at the moment. But I always try and take a list, because I always have things that I've thought about or things I've seen on Facebook that I'm curious about that I want to ask my neurologist. And as I've said in previous videos, they are very careful on what information they give you, because they don't want to scare you. They're worried you won't take your medication. These are things that you have to take into account. We all know how horrible the side effects of the medication are, but at the end of the day, the goal is to get you seizure-free. As horrible as it is, the horrible side effects, the mood swings, the depression, the memory loss, the weight gain, the weight loss, all those things that we all have to deal with every day. What we are fighting for is the seizure control, and that is what the neurologists want to do. That's what I've spoken with a few myself, and they said at the end of the day, all they want to do is keep you alive, and you're putting yourself at risk every time you have a seizure. And like many people have told me, they have had to deal with people that refuse to take the medication. I also went through that phase myself where I refused to take my medication, and I was having seizures all the time, and I could have ended up dead, because the seizures are what are going to kill us, not the medication. Well, as far as I know. The seizures are going to kill you tomorrow. You could have a seizure, hit your head. You could have a seizure and stop breathing. You could have SUDEP and just have a seizure in your sleep. So at the end of the day, what they're trying to do is get you to take your medication to try and find the right balance for you. So you 100% have to write a list of questions you want to ask your doctor. Be 100% honest with your doctor. Tell them everything that could possibly have any effect on your medication that could cause you to have a seizure, because the sooner they find the right balance for you, the sooner you can have seizure control. It took me a long time. It took a lot of my stupidness and headstrong nonsense to get my head around it, and I am today healthy as ever, and I feel the difference of not having a seizure for 6 years. My memory is a lot better. I mean, you have memory loss from the medication anyway, but a lot of the things, my maturity has changed as well, because every time you have a seizure, your brain resets. It's like a computer system. And I've heard this from many people, that your brain doesn't grow, so you don't mature as much. I'm probably a lot more immature than most people my age. And that's because of the amount of seizures I've had, which I've been told before by doctors. I don't know. A lot of people probably won't agree with that, but I've heard that quite a few times from many doctors. And even my husband has noticed that as well. Whenever I have a seizure, it affects me in more ways than one. So I feel the difference after being 6 years seizure-free. So like I say, not everyone is lucky enough to be able to find the right balance of medication that will work for you, but you've got to keep trying until you find something that works for you. Diet always helps, and I am a strong believer of a healthy diet. Lots of water helps with the migraines for me. exercise, walking is good because it gives you the endorphins that make you feel happy. That helps with the depression. These are the tips that I use to get to the place I am at now, which I am really happy at. And with my epilepsy right now, it's not affecting me as much as it used to. So these are the tips I'm giving. I hope these are helpful. But like I say, when you see your neurologist, write a note and make sure you're 100% honest. Take care. Stay seizure safe. Bye.